Welcome to Hair Hero, the podcast where we dive deep into the minds of the best in the business to uncover what makes them tick and sometimes what makes them twitch. I'm your host, Ryan Whedon, founder of Masters of Balayage and creator of Masters Academy. Join me each week for impactful conversations with industry leaders, icons, influencers, and trendsetters. Get ready to be inspired, learn from the pros, and maybe even have a laugh or two. Because let's face it, if we can't have fun talking about hair, we're doing it wrong. Let's get started. Hey everybody, recently I got together with my good buddy Travis Parker and we just clicked record and sat on this couch in my podcast studio and just started chatting. We talked about all kinds of different stuff, some of it just completely goofy, kind of shooting the shit kind of stuff, where we're talking about pranks and just how silly life is. But then we also got serious about talking about alcohol abuse and really kind of how to get ahead in life. So we just kind of jump into it with this funny Instagram reel that I saw. But anyway, just sit back, relax, and enjoy what comes next. Here we go.
I saw this video where this guy took a long piece of toilet paper and like put, I don't know, we put like, it was just like brown yogurt or brown like pudding or something on it, so it looked like poop, you know? Uh-huh. And at the supermarket, he goes up behind his wife and like pats her on the back and like pushes it into the back of her pants, so it looks like it's just hanging out, and she's walking around and he's videoing the whole thing. And then she would be like picking apples or something, like looking at the apples, and somebody looks over, it's like, ew, disgusting, because it's just like a...
And she doesn't know why people are freaking out of her.
Hershey squirt on the back of this thing. No. Well, she didn't see the reactions because she's not looking for it. But then like somebody's like, excuse me, there's I don't know if you saw that. And then she's like, she thought it was funny. I bet they do pranks like that a lot. But she saw it. She's like, goes after the husband, you know. You know
what? I have to appreciate like couples that do pranks on each other because that's a good marriage. Like,
is it? Is it? Or do they just like freaking hate each other after that? I mean,
well, I don't know. I mean, if they continue to do it, then
I guess
they
if
must
there's
not
that
hate
like
each other.
Perfect give and take where they both do pranks, but if one person's always pranking the other people and always getting the other person more, because I see some of these videos are just like with the one where the balloons above with the paint in it, with the paint, whatever it is, and the dude is always getting his wife or his girlfriend or whoever that is like so much worse. Not to mention destroying the place they live with whatever that is. Who cleans up?
I don't know.
And how do you recover from that? And then you're just walking into something all the time.
Well, and I love how smart he gets too. Like he has like a trap within a trap. And so when she walks in, she's like, before she goes to the door, she's like, you know, and she knows, and so she like moves over to the side and then thinks she's outwitted it. And then there's a second trap that drops on her.
You know what the one I like? The walking into tape. Clear tape. Have you seen that?
It's like walking into like a glass door. Have you ever walked into a glass door?
No.
I mean, between
I've seen somebody walk into a glass door.
I've done it before.
My dad walked into a glass door, and he almost broke his nose. There's blood all over the place. He had a wound on his eye. Well, because he was walking like full speed.
It's borderline surprise and pain at the same time. I know, it makes my hand look really big.
I feel like I need an espresso.
This is an actual size coffee cup. We're giants. Wow, this camera's good. That is a good lens.
That's a good lens. Yeah, it really throws off the proportions. Yeah. Take the red pill, you're going down the rabbit hole, baby.
I could take this joke down low, but I won't. I'm going to keep it right here.
Nice.
Nice. We just got canceled.
Nice. Just, yeah. We don't want to take the joke too low.
No.
Well,
let's bring it back up.
Yeah, bring it back up.
There's a joke
eye level, guys. Eye level.
What are you looking at?
Stop looking. I see you looking. Gosh. Internet's a dirty place.
Naughty.
Dirty.
Naughty.
Shame on you.
We are not these humans.
No.
We are good people.
No.
So, I mean, pranks is a good conversation because clearly there was a prank this week that might have happened between you and I.
There was, yeah. Well, the funniest thing is that if you haven't seen it, roll the clip. Just kidding. I don't know if we're rolling it or not, but but if we have the clip that we roll it in there, put in there, I'm getting a haircut and actually paying for this haircut, and
just had snot come out of it.
and you did this whole thing where you have this spray bottle. I'm laying down, kind of ready to enjoy my head massage, which you nenever give me. And
I did that day.
I'm lucky if I go to you and I get a hair wash. You're just like, your hair's already kind of fucked up. Let's just start here. I got the time for this. I'm giving you a discount. Whatever. And then you achoo with the water bottle. I shoot up like a freaking rocket. But the funniest thing is I didn't feel like I did.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I told you.
You almost knocked Alex out of the window.
I know, but like if you see in the comments,
Alex,
what I said after the video, I said like I barely even flinched. And everybody's like, and everybody's laughing at that. They're like, he barely flinched.
Well, you flinched this much. If you guys have just seen the video, you flinched this much where she was holding the camera and you left the frame.
I left the frame. She wasn't expecting
and then came back in.
She wasn't expecting that. No.
Did you really think it was? You had to have thought it was real.
I didn't think. I don't know what I thought.
I don't know. I thought I wanted to punch you in the face.
It wasn't like a life flash before my eyes kind of moment. But I am used to getting water spread on me from like bath time, kids sneezing on me all year long. I've been peed on from my kid. I've picked up poop with my bare hands. Like, I've done some nasty stuff, and you get to a point where you're just like, it doesn't really bother you anymore. It doesn't mean I still didn't have a reaction, just like, get the hell out of here. Like, something's happening.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah. So at least, I really activated my abs pretty quick, so I'm going to give it to my personal trainer for that.
Do you think that we could do pranks this good to each other over and over again? Or do you think we're going to get so nervous to be around each other that we can't?
Well, I guess it depends on how much we see each other. We're already starting to see each other more now, so yeah. I think, I don't know. I heard George Clooney's a big prankster. He was always pranking
Really?
people. And you know who I was thinking too?
We could start pranking other people too.
Well, I was thinking too, this crossed my mind because you and I kind of get along really well, and you're considerably older than me, but...
I'm only 76, bro.
I'm 77.
I was only born in 1822. I'm not that old.
But I'm 77. I'm just... You're a year older than me, right? But yeah, you're considerably older than me. But I still feel like we get along really well.
Back to what I was saying.
And it's kind of like, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. How they're always goofing on each other. So I feel like that could be kind of where we go from here. I'll be Ryan Reynolds, though.
They do prank on each other.
I want to be Ryan Reynolds.
Right. Okay, you can be Ryan Reynolds. It's appropriate. Then we don't have to, be confused with names.
Right. Ryan, right.
Yeah, and Travis and Hugh are very
I've been told
similar.
that I look like him and I'm as funny as him. And have the talent that he does. I'm holding back.
As funny, Alec? As funny as Ryan Reynolds?
You're breaking the third wall.
This could be a thing. And this could be a thing that we do to other hairdressers as well. Like that's where I'm going with this. Like, right. I think this is the beginning of something beautiful.
I think it is too. Send us your ideas on what we should do.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Send us some good prank ideas. That's not like shave somebody's head or
yeah, it can't be mean. Like,
come up and like it's cut a ponytail off.
It's got to be fun.
Like,
yeah.
Remember when that was a thing?
Yeah.
That's
my thought was like that was extensions. I don't know. Do you think that was for real, or when people
do a lot of stuff
walk
for
on the street and cut people's hair
that's what I'm talking
in like
about.
the crosswalk?
Yeah, just like that's
and then
that's
like
assault.
Scurry off.
That should be assault.
I would. It might turn into assault after that.
Yeah, it could. Yeah.
It can't the greatest pranks aren't
reasonable.
Which is like there's a bridge between like fun and funny.
Maybe
and
it's like
that's just me.
It could be as simple as like quadruple booking somebody, and they walk into the salon and they didn't realize they were quadruple booked.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that would be pretty stressful, right?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And then, but one of the clients that's quadruple booked actually comes in like a bear costume or something like that.
Right.
And asks for like a back trim.
Yeah. The back trim. Can you tighten up? Can you fade it up into my back? My back here?
From the toes up.
Yeah,
how much is that?
From the toes up.
Or we could book appointments at salons and come in and like somehow surprise
I'm here for my bleaching.
Are we? I mean, you're famous enough. I don't know if I'm famous enough that we could walk into a salon and they would recognize it.
I don't think I'm famous enough for that.
And especially
not yet, but we keep doing these pranks. We're going to really build a name for ourselves in the best possible way.
Yeah. I like it. You know what was great about your prank and my prank was...
It was really your prank.
Well, it was Alec.
being
it was
pranked.
Alec.
I was being punked.
It was her prank, and she's like, "Trav, do you want to be part of this?" And I said, "Yes, 100% with all caps." And I was so excited. But the great thing is that we lured. There was acting that went in this. Like we lured you in. Like we're like, okay, she's going to be filming. Like we need to do a proper service. Let's give a shampoo. I never get a shampoo, and I'm like, I know, but we want to we want to capture this. And then I was fake telling you I had allergies. Like I was like,
oh yeah, no, that was great. That was great. Yeah,
like that started from the beginning. So there was.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Do I win something? But we have to put thought into this. It can't just. I mean, sometimes they can be spontaneous.
Yeah, and I think we should definitely do some cosplay stuff. Right, that's where you get costumes. That's what they call it.
Cosplay. That's like the animation.
I don't know why, but I feel like that.
That's called.
Whenever I say cosplay, I feel like it's like a intimate, creepy thing. It just feels like but it's not. Right?
Like
that just means
anime porn kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah, but it's not that, right? It's just costume play. Is that what it means? Cosplay.
We'll be right back.
Balayage, balayage. You know, it doesn't matter how you pronounce it. Your clients just want to know that you're good at it because they're paying a lot of money for your service. Sure, you can take a class here and there, search on YouTube, learn a hack here and there on Instagram, but it's never going to be enough because to excel at balayage, you need structured learning with experts that have been where you are and can show you how to reach your goals. Hi, I'm Ryan Whedon, founder of Masters of Balayage and one of the first balayage experts to bring modern balayage to millions. And right now, Masters Academy, the #1 online trainer for balayage artists, is now offering lifetime memberships. That's right, no more monthly payments, no more overdrafts, just a one-time payment and you can get over 100 hours of balayage and blonding tutorials on demand to watch and rewatch on your time. Our new Masters Academy lifetime membership also includes our 3 world-famous certification programs, the Balayage Masters Program, the Blonde Masters Program, and the Extensions Masters Program. Not only do you get to own all 3 of these now, you also get Master Certified. So if you're stuck, lacking that balayage confidence, or just need an awesome excuse to raise your prices, Masters Academy is the answer. And right now, you can save $100 off any lifetime membership. Just go to www.mobmastersacademy.com and use code MYLIFE at checkout to redeem your $100 off promotion. I'm gonna say it again, so go grab a pen and write this down. Go to www.mobmastersacademy.com and use code MYLIFE and redeem your promotion now.
I don't know, to be honest. I know that they have that huge convention.
It's not like coming to the bedroom,
which is like the biggest one.
Dress as Superman without pants on or something.
Yeah, totally. Like where people are all in, and those people are all in.
Yeah,
like they're not joking around.
Yeah.
Like that's more their identity than without the costume.
So I got to get a Deadpool suit. You should get a Wolverine suit, or at least the mask. Oh, dude, I'll get the mask.
Yeah.
I can't afford the whole suit. Or
when I get those. The fingers, or the
fingers,
knives.
the fingers,
the knives. Maybe that could be our Halloween podcast.
Maybe this is the Halloween podcast. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I need
this
one for
might
next
be
week. So this is. So if you're watching this now, this is what we filmed.
How much time do we have?
This is what we filmed last week.
We have a week. We got to hurry.
Well, this is it. No, this is it right now.
Oh shit!
This is it because it's next week. Because I drops on Tuesday. So if you're
the thumbnail will be us in costume.
So if you're listening or watching this right now, we've obviously not talked about anything worthwhile to help you in your life or your career.
but hopefully we're entertaining you.
Hopefully we're entertaining. We're taking a new spin on things here. I don't know. I would like to mention that I am now, and this is kind of funny to say.
Oh God!
No, I'm like 7
what are you
days.
about to say?
7 days sober.
Oh, dude, that's so rad.
Yeah. I've been like kind of like following. I've been like kind of showing my journey and whatnot. And I was not necessarily addicted to alcohol, but addicted to the habit of drinking alcohol. I didn't wake up in the morning and crave beer.
To that.
I didn't like. It's lunchtime. I got to have, I got to pound some wine. And when I drink, I didn't, I guess I kind of drink faster than most people. Just I want to get the buzz.
I guess is that what every alcoholic says? I just drink faster. That's it.
Right. But it's like I get home from work and it's like I need to, if it's a good day, I want to celebrate. If it's a bad day, I want to kind of escape.
Yeah.
And it's just like chips and salsa and a glass of wine or a margarita, and I have a 3 drink max. three's like pushing it because I'm going to have a hangover the next day. I'm not going to feel great the next day. So I don't usually drink more than three. So I would never thought like it's a problem.
Yeah.
Right. But then I looked at how long have I been doing this? And I looked at it's been over a year. And before that, it's been longer, like almost every single night of doing this. And I'm like, holy shit. So kind of like half a bottle of wine a night for an entire year, just using years as a, and it's been, I was a frat boy and I drank a lot during then. So it's not like, it's always been part of my life in a way, like socially drinking, the habit. And I think like, okay, so shit, that's 180 bottles of wine, just personally.
I wouldn't do that to yourself.
No, that sounds bad. Let's be
bad at math and just say it's enough.
But and then like $20 bottles of wine, it comes out to like $7,000 or something.
That's nuts.
Or I can't remember because my wife was helping me too drink those. So she stopped too as well.
No way.
Yeah. So,
oh my God, that's so rad that you're doing it together.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's gonna make it a lot easier. But like I last night was the first night I came home and I'm like didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking into like mocktails and things, and it's cool. It's really cool. And the thing is, I think that
I
our
just
culture.
have to say, I'm so proud of you, dude. Like honestly, like homie to homie, friend to friend, like it's really cool. And the most beautiful thing about life is if you were to say that life's a book, the greatest book has chapters, and you have closed this chapter and you're starting a new one, and that's the greatest thing I think in general is that we always can find reset, but acknowledgement about where you're at allows you to find your best self, and that's exactly where you're at. And I will tell you this with 100% honesty as a friend, I got your back, and anything you need,
thanks, dude.
Let me know, dude.
Beer,
Love you, bro.
give me a beer. I'm just kidding.
Non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
I had a non-alcoholic beer the other day. This is not going to help you at all.
Was it just terrible?
Yeah, it kind of was.
Yeah. It's like, what's the point? Like, at least, beer in and of itself is like not
But
really...
there's probably good ones.
It's not really...
I don't know.
I mean, you might love the taste of beer, but it's like... It's tolerable to get the buzz. For me, it's not like... I would much rather have like a carrot juice or something. Because I just love it.
Yeah.
It's like sweet and it's delicious and I love it, but you don't get that like buzz from it.
It's like fake sugar versus real suger. You're like, I'll take the real sugar. Thanks.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I just for a sense of, relating, I was a big stoner my entire life. And so drinking, I would drink socially, but it was never my interest to get drunk. And I didn't drink by myself ever.
Right.
But I smoked a lot of pot. And of course, as soon as it becomes legal, I decided to quit. But I was at a point like you where I was just recognizing that it was more the habit and association of it with all these different things that was then propelling it to be a daily thing multiple times a day.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, I had my regular habits. I'm going to watch a movie. I want to smoke weed. I'm going to do this. I want to smoke weed. But then when things weren't going great for me and I was in a low moment, then it compounded by like 20.
Right.
And then I'm like smoking like a chimney. And finally you just get to a point where you're like, I'm going to break up with me. Like I'm not
it's a toxic
okay with that
relationship.
part of me.
Right.
And I think alcohol, with respect, is harder to quit than weed. So I can only imagine the daily challenge of finding new associations and new patterns. That's super hard.
Well, for me, it's just
Is that part of your hikes right now?
Hikes?
Where you're like
where I
falling
ran and ate it?
biting it? Yeah.
hey, hold that thought for a second. I just want to make sure that we're still recording. I always have this fear. Okay, cool, we are. It's just like we've been talking for 25 minutes and it's...
And it doesn't show us on the Ninja.
No, it really bothers me. But yeah. So I'm getting to that age, I'm getting closer to your age. Getting closer to your age,
age.
Yeah.
His kid just had a child.
Where everything's going to go gray. and I was just running. I was just trail running, and I just fell. I just fell. There was like really
some force came.
There was like
just went,
it was a perfectly beautiful day. It wasn't rainy. It wasn't slippery. It was just nice hard ground. I mean, it was like uneven ground.
I love the description.
Yeah, nice hard ground.
I mean, it was like perfect ground.
It was really nice ground. Like if I was looking around at different grounds, I would be like, "That's really nice ground. I want to run on that ground."
Of these 6 grounds, I like that ground the best. It's nice and hard.
Totally nice and hard. Like that's going to be a good ground.
It's a very grounded thing to say.
I didn't expect to be, shooting across of it on my elbows.
Yeah.
But yeah, until then, it was a challenging run because I haven't been like running as much as I liked. So maybe my old legs just tensed up, or I tripped on a root or a rock, or just I don't know. But I just ate it at full speed. And full speed for me at this point, it's like a 9-minute mile. It's pretty slow.
Was there that moment, like, this is what happens to me. Did you have that moment when you ate shit that all of a sudden you're just like sitting there going, okay, my fingers work, my toes work? And so you have this sort of like checklist that you go through to make sure you're okay?
Yeah, I didn't pop back up quick.
Yeah.
Like I fell and I Supermaned it forward. And it was almost like a cartoon.
I'm laughing.
It was almost like a cartoon skid. Where it was just like I hit the ground and I didn't stop. I just kept going because it's nice hard ground. It was just like there wasn't anything to catch me. It was just like it was slippery, nice hard ground.
Was anybody around or no?
No. That would have been more terrible.
Yeah, because then you pop up like nothing happened.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, I'm good. Even though I'm bleeding and there's a hole in my hand, and I'm like, but I didn't hit my head or anything. So I think like me actually working out and having some actual strength helped. Because otherwise, I could have just smacked my head on the ground, and we'd have a different conversation, right?
Yeah, you would have all these bandages on your head.
But yeah.
And then you'd be back to drinking
again,
too.
I just fell. So now every time I go out there for a run now, I'm going to think about falling.
Why are we so embarrassed to like bite it? Like if people are around again, you get up real quick. Like your arm could be bent backwards, broken off.
Because you hear like as you get older, and as I get closer to your age. That you got to start. You got steps in your place, so you could fall and break a hip.
I know. I'm gonna get one of those elevators that goes up the side of the steps,
like the Gremlins. Remember the Gremlins or the elevator?
But the super slow one where it's just like barely moving. You're like
out of the house.
Is this on pause or is that actually moving?
Right.
It's so slow.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. People are walking by you. You're like.
20 minutes later, my clients are all waiting. There's like 6 of them. I'm getting there.
Right.
Wait, so back to so how many days?
So let's go back to you falling.
You quit.
Oh,
drinking
7, I think 7 or 8, 7. Like I guess it's good that I don't I'm not counting. I'm not like it's been 7 days.
Well, I mean that's very fresh.
But I think it's still fresh. And 2 days ago, it was like at nighttime, and there was a night 2 days ago, and I was like had this massive headache, and I think everything was just kind of like detoxing, leaving my body, and it felt like a hangover headache that was just like really hurt, and I was hating the world, and I pretty much hated the world for the last several days.
And then I play a prank on you.
And you're just like, oh,
great timing.
Shit, did I ruin that friendship? Is he pissed off at me? He said he's fine. He said he's fine.
I had to text you
later.
She said
she liked the cut. I don't know, but she never came back. Yeah. I'm like, no, it was probably partly me just, kind of like feeling like that's part of me like feels like I'm going to be boring, But I get around like somebody like you and I'm like, let's go.
You're not boring. You're not a boring dude.
Yeah, I know, but maybe at parties I'll be boring now. But it's like I don't.
I mean, how often are you going to parties?
I got a birthday
I don't
party.
ever go to party. I even blew off your party.
My daughter's birthday. She's having a tea party.
I was like, that's too late for Grandpa.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Get me to
I'm
bed.
just not going to go out anymore. Oh, and there's this new thing I'm trying. There's Amanda turned me on to this thing. It's called Soberish. Have you heard about that?
No, but I like.
It's like this movement where it's non-alcoholic, kind of mocktails. They all have like a hint of THC in them. But it's like legal that they can just sell it and ship it anywhere. You don't have to go. You don't have to have like a special store for it. But apparently it gives you like the slightest little buzz, like the slightest little head change.
That's kind of fun.
With no hangovers, with no of the ill effects.
I would like that with like mushroom, like microdosing or whatever.
Yeah. But they actually have like a little tincture thing where little drops that you can put a drop on your tongue or something when you're going out.
Yeah.
And apparently it just gives you enough of a change.
Where you just kind of feel like cruise
where you're just like it's got like some
smooth. I mean,
apparently just without all the hangover, without all the junk.
Do you think you'll ever drink like casually, or do you think is that kind of like you've got to be done?
We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to get to a point where I don't even want it anymore, or that it's like the whole point is to crush the habit, to kill the habit. I want to just kill the habit of going home feeling like I need to have a drink. Once I feel like I'm comfortably there, then like, hey, I don't see the problem. I'm not like addicted to alcohol. I'm just addicted to like the happy hour time. It's like I gotta have a drink. It's after work.
Yeah.
So once I can kind of break that habit, I don't see the problem of going on a vacation, getting a nice bottle of wine and having a glass of wine.
Yeah.
At that point, a bottle would probably give me a hangover if I haven't had it in a long time. But that way I can truly like appreciate it for what it is, for the poison that it is. Because alcohol really is poison.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
if you think about it as poison, that may
I know.
Make a little less.
But at the same time, it's like I do already like being more clear-headed. Even a good case in point today, I was driving to work. Somebody just like cut me off, almost clipped the front of my car on the way to work, and I go like this to honk, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Any other day, motherfucker. Drive up next to him, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm just like...
You just took a breath. You're like, it happened.
I just was like so rationally minded.
You're like, you know what?
And it's been a long time since I haven't
believe
had
in
road
karma.
rage.
They're going to drive off a cliff in about 20 minutes. Watch.
Yeah.
And we saw them on the news later.
Yeah, but before, like with the drinking, and I just most days were frustration, a little bit of anger. You know, I'd get through my day. Like I think it's just a total emotional reset that I'm having now.
Yeah.
And I like that.
No, that's fair. I appreciate it. I applaud your strength again and full support.
Thank you. I have been working out.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was going to say in regard to like understanding, not that you're quitting an addiction, but looking into like your nature. Mm-hmm. And my nature is I have a very addictive personality. And so for me, whatever I put in front of myself, I'm all the fuck in. Like I'm 200%.
Sure.
On everything I do.
Right.
And so back when it was weed, if I was smoking weed, I was smoking a lot of weed. If it was working, then I was working my A off. And regardless of what it was. And so part of my breakup with pot was, okay, my nature is still an addictive nature. Mm-hmm. So then I switched it to, okay, I understand that I like the oral fixation. So smoking, going like this.
Right.
And which cigarettes at one place in my life as well. Mm-hmm. And so I started drinking a bunch of tea, and I would drink non-caffeinated tea at night, so I wasn't all cracked out in the evening. Yeah. But I sort of replaced my habit with another habit, but because the common denominator was me, and how I report to things is how I report to things. But are they healthy or unhealthy?
Right.
And so for what it's worth, I think that helped me a lot, and I still drink a bunch of tea, and now I have a shit ton of caffeine during the day because
no, that's fine.
When I want to smoke, I just drink caffeine in the day. My new addiction's caffeine.
I totally get it. I mean, you just have to replace it with either a positive habit or a less negative habit.
I wish I could replace it with biceps. That would be awesome. Well, I don't get addicted to working out. Like
I don't really
that.
get addicted to working out either. But
I need a partner or like a trainer or something.
But I have already felt like my midsection tightening up. You know, I'm not bloated every day.
Yeah.
I'm not looking in the mirror and seeing it get bigger and bigger. But another thing I've noticed too is that the last couple of nights when I think you're just getting old. The last couple of
that's what happens when
76 is a big difference between 76.
What was I born 1822? What did I say?
But even the other night I got home and last night and my kids are outside and Jenny's outside and normally this is when we'd go and open a bottle of wine and we'd have wine and the kids would be like on their iPads or doing what they do and they were out and Sage, my oldest, was on her bike, practicing going down the driveway, and Max was doing his Max stuff, and he just does Max stuff. We just say like it's Max. He's one of those kids. You don't know why he's doing things. We just say that's just Max. But we were doing
maxing out.
We were actually doing stuff outside. We were playing soccer a couple nights ago. And I felt energetic about it. I wasn't like putting my glass of wine down to go do it. I was just doing it and having fun. Last night we were taking turns, Jenny and I, doing the bikes down a steep hill to see how we could do it. We're like, we could do this, and just trying, like being outside, being active. Yeah. Not that we were like out of shape before, because I was still working out while I was drinking. We'd drink at night and then I work out in the morning. But a whole different, like that's when I would be drinking, and now it's like we're replacing it with like, hey, let's take advantage of the outside. Let's have fun with our kids. Let's do more family interaction.
That's good. Has it influenced your sleep? Like, are you having a hard time falling asleep?
No.
Or staying asleep?
No, I'm not. Oh, the only time I can't stay asleep is when my kids come in and wake me up in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's fair.
Fucking son is like a...
My fucking son.
He's like...
the Max kid.
The Max, at nighttime, he turns into a newborn. Oh. He's 4.
Like
He
wants
just
to get in
turned
bed and cuddle
4.
with you guys?
every night at some point he just
Yeah, my
he'll
kid
come
did that
he'll
too.
come crying. He's like, yeah. We're like, runs along. Max is like, yeah, I gotta
You're
go.
like, stop acting like a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
He's like, Dad, I
Yeah.
am. You're like, my bad.
But it's like it's almost like he's acting like a 2-year-old, where it's like he
Yeah.
put the covers on me, the covers are off, put the covers on me, you put the covers on. I gotta go pee. It's like, "Ugh."
Yeah, it's tough.
And then you wake up and he's sideways.
Like, I just need a glass of
There's
wine.
a face in your, a foot in your face, and I mean, last night I didn't even want to deal with it, so he came in, put him in bed with Jenny. Jenny was there. I put a little railing up on the side where I sleep, and I just went into the guest room.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And then my daughter wakes me up at 6:30 on the dot every single morning. She doesn't have a clock or know how to read time. She just knows exactly, like in her head, that it's 6:30. All right, we're back here. The camera is shutting off and telling us, like, you guys need to either talk about something worthwhile or just peace out. And I think it's peace out time. I mean, we've given you some gems. Hopefully you've been laughing. Hopefully you have been having a good time, because if you don't love what you're doing, like, what's the point of life? That's where I'm coming from now, right?
Well, if you don't love, that's when it's time to shift gears like you just did. And I think that's
Yeah.
a big thing with the podcast today,
Well, I
too.
appreciate you, brother. I appreciate
love
our
you,
growing
homie.
friendship, and I'm gonna
just
get you.
waiting for the
I'm gonna
break.
get you.
I'm so nervous. I could wear a helmet with little mirrors on it so I can see behind me at all times.
You know what we should do? We should be like the newscasters.
Yeah.
You know, like newscasters are like, and thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. And then they kind of like scroll over, like,
Yeah. This is Ryan, and I'm Travis, and thanks for being part of our show
and
today.
then we just like talk about.
I like it. Yeah. Dude, appreciate it.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to Hair Hero. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a 5-star review. It helps us reach more listeners just like you. And don't forget to screenshot this episode and share it on Instagram, tagging us at Masters of Balayage. We'd love to see your posts and share them. Until next time, remember, be bold, be brave, be you. See you in the next episode.